Hey Disney fans, so I was tagged to do a get to know a Disney YouTuber tag that Nina at Wrestling at Disney did. Her and Alicia from Cinderella Loves Disney, they kind of collaborated and got this tag started. So I'll make sure to link to both of their channels down below. But it's just a great way that we as fellow Disney YouTubers can get to know each other. So let's go ahead and get all these questions started. So like I said, I was tagged by Nina at Wrestling with Disney. Her and Alicia did collaborate to get to start this really cool get to know each other type of Disney tag. So let's go ahead and get started with the first question. It is, when did my channel start? Which channel? I have more than one. And if you guys can find my other ones, more power to you. But my Disney channel started in June of 2018, so we're coming up on almost 1 year. So we'll see if I do something fun for the 1 year anniversary. I haven't quite yet decided. It depends on where my subscriber count is, because that's kind of how I base some of my fun things, is on my subscriber count. So if my 1 year and a certain number get hit at the same time, we're gonna have a good time. Let's see here. Number 2 question is, when did my love of Disney start? 1989. I can pinpoint the year. I can pinpoint the month. It was when Ariel and the Little Mermaid released in theaters. I was 6 and I was in love. And it's all history from there. Number 3 is, what inspired me to start? Oh boy. Well, to start my Disney channel, I think it was because, I mean, my content, probably most men would not do a channel like I do, and I'm perfectly okay in saying that. I really don't care. You know, people are gonna do what makes them happy, and this is one of the things that makes me happy. Weirdly enough, I mean, I love G.I. Joes, I love Legos, I love all kinds of, but I love dolls too, because I think I like the intricacy and the detail of them. I love that it kind of brings the character to life. I think that's where I got inspired. I watched a couple of channels almost religiously, and that's actually where some of my collection started from, was by watching some of these 2 channels. So I think by watching their channels and seeing how they shared their love of their collections, I thought, well, I can do that too. So like I said, last June, that all started. All right, what are my favorite Disney topics? That is question number 4. Favorite topics. Oh boy, I love all things Disney, and I love all things that are interesting. So as long as it's good, I'm gonna watch it. I mean, I watch Nina's wrestling videos, even though I'm not a wrestler or into wrestling at all. I think it's fun and interesting to watch. I watch pin openings, I watch doll reviews, I watch park hauls, parks visits, shop Disney. I mean, basically, if I'm putting it on my channel, I've watched it on somebody else's or something very similar because I enjoyed it and I wanted to do it myself, or I already planned on doing it and I thought, well, here's mine too. So really anything that is fun, I mean, I'll watch all kinds of stuff. So I don't have one specific favorite topic, because I think as a person, you have so many vastly different interests and such that it's hard to pick just one. So I don't know. Sorry, I don't have a specific answer for that. All right, what is number 5? Number 5 is, if you could meet one Disney YouTuber, who would it be? Oh, boy, that sounds like you're picking favorites. I don't know. If I could, I'd love to meet everybody that I've met through YouTube. I mean, I've formed some really good friendships with quite a few people, actually, whether it be through Instagram and YouTube or just one or the other. There's some really sweet people out there that have left such kind comments on literally almost every single video. And more than anything, I just want to give them a hug and say thank you, and thank you for the support, because you know, it means the world to me. It lets me know that what I'm doing is worthwhile. But golly, if I could meet one Disney YouTuber, I don't know. and I mean, it's not that there isn't one. I want to meet everybody. So yeah, let's just leave it at that. I want to meet all of you, because I think that would be awesome. So let's plan one big trip to Disney and have a good time, because that'd be great, wouldn't it? All right, number 6 is, what do my loved ones think of Disney? Think of my love of Disney. Oh, let's not answer that question, because let's just not. I think the only person who understands my love of Disney is my wife, and we'll leave it at that. So, number 7 is my earliest Disney memory. Again, 1989 and Ariel, because hello. Enough said there. Number 8 is kind of fun because I don't really talk about this too much. Number 8 is actually a 3-part question. It is, who is your favorite villain? And I actually had to think about this for a little bit, but then I'm like, well, duh, because I love her stoic personality. It's Maleficent. I mean, hands down, that woman's got some power. And I think that she controls and commands the room when she's in it. And I love her staff, like her scepter, and she's like, shh, silence! I just think it's so much fun. The second part of that question is, who's my favorite princess? Well, let's see. And I don't have Cinderella out. Well, yeah, you do. You can see her. She's like right there. So those 3, because I can't pick a favorite. And my overall favorite character is Stitch. Oh my gosh, he's so my spirit animal. I love Stitch, and he's just awesome. Lilo and Stitch is probably like my 3rd favorite, maybe 2nd favorite Disney movie. I could watch that movie all the time. All right, so number 9 is, what Disney character do I relate to? This one is gonna get a little sentimental and a little sappy. I relate most to Andy from Toy Story. Andy was a kid who was free-going and imagination was bright and crazy, and his toys were alive. And I mean, he just, it's hard to explain sometimes. At a point in time, Andy was expected to grow up. And at that time was when he had to let go of, childish things, if you will. And the end of Toy Story 3, it about broke my heart, honestly, watching him play with his toys for the last time with that little girl in the yard and then drive away to become an adult. And I feel like, in my life, I've never felt like I've really grown up. I mean, maturity-wise, yes, but like inside I still feel like a kid. And I feel like I've been forced to tuck that kid away. And there are times when I just want to scream because I am still Andy. I'm still the 9-year-old little Andy playing with Buzz and Woody. I mean, it's just, Disney is what keeps being a child alive for me. And I think that Andy kind of embodies that, because even as a 19-year-old, kid on the cusp of becoming an adult, and he sat down and played with Disney toys. And I think being a father allows me to do that again, which is fantastic. And so I can kind of live vicariously, I guess, through them, my children, since I have 3, and thankfully all 3 of them love Disney too. And I'm never gonna make them grow up. I mean, if they want to stay a kid until they're 25, I don't care, as long as they're, being a responsible adult too. But I think that Andy is the one I actually relate to the most, just because of that. I never really knew what I wanted to do when I grew up. I'm still trying to figure that out, and I'm 36 years old. So, who knows? So, yeah, like I said, that was kind of a tough one, but anyhow. Number 10 is, do I share my love of Disney outside of YouTube? Only with my wife and my kids, and that's it, because nobody else gets it. Except for a couple people at work, and even then, it's kind of reined in because, again, they're not like me. So, that's a short one. Number 11 is, how has your overall experience being a Disney YouTuber been? Truly, it's been amazing. I mean, like I said, I've met some great people out. You can only meet people truly online so much, but you do get to know them, do conversations, their videos, what they share in their videos. It's just been wonderful. It's such a fantastic community, and everyone's so welcoming and so wonderful and so kind. They leave such great comments. It's just made this really, really worth it for me. I mean, throwing yourself out on the internet is a big thing. The possibilities that you open yourself up to, good and bad, are literally endless. And there are some rotten people out there, and they can be just trolls, if you will. And you just gotta learn to shake it off. So the bad stuff comes, but the good stuff always outweighs it. Number 12 is, what do my loved ones think of me being on YouTube? Not many of them know. My mom and dad know. My sister, and I'm pretty sure my brother-in-law knows. I think my cousin down in Florida and my aunt know, but other than that, they don't really know. I don't think they really care, honestly. I think my mom might be subscribed, but I don't think there's much watch time there, which is fine. but otherwise I don't think my other family watches at all, and I'm okay with that too. All right, so number 13 is, how has it brought Disney magic into my life? It keeps Disney alive for me all the time. I can't make it to the parks all the time. I am not somebody who has an excess income that can just drop everything and go to Disney. As much as I would love to, it's just not feasible. I've got 3 children, they come first. We do try to go to Disney at least every other year, just because, you know, Disney is amazing. But I think this is just a way of sharing my collection, sharing my pins, sharing my dolls, sharing my toys that I've picked up, my plush, other things that I collect Disney with you guys. Keeps it exciting for me. Watching your videos keeps it exciting for me. It just keeps that, you know, those embers burning for the desire to do something Disney. So that is just an amazing part of this. Number 14 is, what are my other passions? Is there such a thing? No, I'm kidding. Of course, I've got 3 kids. I've got a wife. First 2 passions right there. My other thing that I absolutely love is orchids. You guys usually only see one blooming right here. They last forever. So this one has been blooming for months. I want to say since like Valentine's Day, probably. I've got a couple more I'm looking at them. They're up on a table over here. Got some more over there. Got some in my kitchen and in my dining room. They are just something I love. Aside from Disney, I love Florida. My family, we love Florida. Yes, it's hot, but there's just something about crossing that border and you just kind of feel like you're home. And I think this is just kind of a way, because orchids are everywhere in Florida, just kind of a way to keep Florida alive for me, if you will. So someday the goal, of course, is to move to Florida. That way we are where we love and we are close to Disney, and I can keep my orchids outside because they'll flourish down there. I also love movies. I have thousands of movies. It's kind of sad how many movies I have, but I love all kinds of movies. I love Disney movies. I love action. I love adventure. I love comedy. I love drama. I love some scary horror movies. Documentaries. I love film in and of itself. I think it's just a phenomenal media to work in, and I love movies. My wife was like, oh my gosh, your movie collection is insane. I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm kind of proud of it. Other than that, I like goldfish, believe it or not. No, not the crackers, like, and not the stupid little fairy ones you can get either. I mean like fancy, beautiful goldfish. If you're ever in a really nice pet store, go take a peek at their goldfish. If they're a good pet store, they'll have really nice ones. I used to have a lot more than what I have now. Right now I have a 125-gallon aquarium in my basement. I think it's got like 6 of them in there. But when we'd first gotten married and before we had my first son, I probably had about 400 or 500 goldfish, and I had really nice ones. And they're just really fun because they get really friendly and you can like hold them in your hand and they'll eat out of your hand in the water. Just really a lot of fun. That was always like one of my favorite things. But things change, you know. So I used to have a fish tank over on that side of my room, actually, a big 55-gallon with 3 big ginormous goldfish in it. But, you know, they've since passed on and life goes on. So I think that's about it for my other passions. I'm trying to think. I think that's about it. I like to buy my wife stuff. That's a passion of mine. Oh, shoot. Number 15 is the final question, and it is, what are the biggest dreams for my channel? I think everyone wants to have like a crap ton of subscribers and hours upon thousands upon hours of view times and nothing but thumbs up and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, everyone's, I think, ultimate goal in the end, truthfully, whether they say it or not, is to actually make some money off of this. But, and all that would be great. Oh my golly, would that be amazing? Because I think that would just, it would like boost your self-confidence. But more than that is just that everyone's having a good time. I love the interaction, and as long as that keeps up, as long as people are enjoying and talking with me and you know, watching my videos, that's, as long as that's continuing, then it's worth it. My biggest dream is that everyone just is happy, I guess, in the end with what they've watched and what I've showed them and what we've discussed. And I'd love to get to know people more, and so I'm hoping through this channel I can meet more Disney people in person. I have yet to meet anyone. I know a lot of the channels I watch, they go to the parks frequently, and one of the channels I watch, actually, while we were in Disney back in December, they were there. I didn't see them, but They were there, and I was like, well, I might run into them, but I was a little too shy to be like, hey, fellow Disney YouTuber, where you at? And I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that because that's weird, and they'll probably think I'm a stalker, and we're not gonna go there either. But yeah, really, like I said, my goal is that I'm putting out content that people enjoy, that people love, and that people get something out of, and that I inspire them to maybe start their own channel, or to start collecting, or just fuel their burning love of Disney. So that is like my goal, really. I know my wife would like the financial side of it to kick in, but yeah, you know, it's all good. Anyhow, though, that was question 15. This was kind of fun. It got a little heart to heart, you know, and that's what this is all about. This is so you can get to know me. Hopefully I can get to know you. Like I said, Cinderella loves Disney and wrestling with Disney, so Nina and Alicia did put this together. I will link their channels down below so that you can check out their videos on this. You can get to know them a little bit better too. Their videos were awesome. It was really fun to watch, and really just, they're goofy, they're fun, and they're two very good friends of mine now. So I am honored to call them Disney YouTuber friends, because they are fantastic women with a great love of Disney and just very kind souls. You're supposed to tag people. I'm kind of weird about tagging because I'm like, no one watches my videos, so they're not even gonna see it. But trying to think here who I would want to know a little bit more about, and I think, let's see here. I don't know. You know what? No, because I probably wrote him a tag. I don't know. I'll have to. You know what? I'm gonna edit the video and I'll look through who Nina, who else she tagged and who Cinderella tagged, and then I'll slip in here if the people I'm thinking of haven't been tagged, and we'll go from there. All right, so I went and checked out the channels, and I am tagging Oh Hello Robin. So Robin, you're it. I'm gonna tag Tyler Hudson. I want to know more about your love of Disney, Tyler. And then Walt Life, Salt Life. Your videos are always so much fun, so I want to tag you as well. So I'll leave links to all of their channels down below. And guys, I will also post the questions down below too. That way you have them. So definitely have fun with this. All right, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got to know me a little bit better. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought. If you want to do the tag, go for it. I mean, consider yourself tagged then at that point. I would love to learn about everybody. And if you make a video, let me know down below. Make sure to leave a thumbs up. If you haven't already, guys, consider subscribing. We do have a lot of fun here. This is kind of an out of the norm video for me. Usually we do a lot of reviews or pin hauls or shopping hauls, that type of stuff, but this was still fun for me. So if that is your thing, make sure you hit the subscription button as well as that notification bell so you know when our videos do come out. And we look forward to seeing you guys on our next video. I hope everyone's having a magical day, and we will see you real soon.